How are formal fallacies tested on the LSAT? Have you ever wondered how the law school admission test evaluates your ability to spot logical errors? Today, we will discuss how formal fallacies are tested on this important exam. First, let's clarify what formal fallacies are. These are mistakes in the structure of an argument. Unlike informal fallacies, which deal with the content or context, formal fallacies focus on logical structure. This means that even if the premises are true, the conclusion may still be invalid due to a flaw in reasoning. On the law school admission test, formal fallacies primarily show up in the logical reasoning section. Here, you will encounter questions that present arguments and ask you to identify flaws, strengthen or weaken arguments, or find hidden assumptions. While the test often emphasizes informal fallacies, formal fallacies can also appear. This is especially true in questions that requiring careful analysis of how premises connect to conclusions. When preparing for the law school admission test, it is essential to break down arguments into their premises and conclusions. You need to analyze whether the reasoning connecting these elements is valid. If the conclusion does not logically follow from the premises, you have identified a formal fallacy. For example, consider an argument that states, all A are B, all C are B, therefore all A are C. This commits a formal fallacy because the conclusion does not logically follow from the premises. To effectively spot formal fallacies on the law school admission test, follow these steps. First, identify the premises and conclusion of the argument. Next, analyze the logical structure that connects them. Then, check if the conclusion necessarily follows from the premises. Lastly, look for patterns such as illicit major or minor terms in syllogisms or invalid conditional reasoning. For those preparing for law school, practicing with a variety of logical reasoning questions is key. This will help you become familiar with both formal and informal fallacies. Quickly recognizing formal fallacies allows you to eliminate incorrect answer choices and select the one that best describes the logical error in the argument. While the law school admission test focuses more on informal fallacies, understanding formal fallacies is still important. Mastering this skill sharpens your ability to analyze and construct sound legal arguments. Law school admissions committees appreciate this skill because it reflects your capability to construct and critique arguments, which is essential in legal education and practice. In summary, formal fallacies are tested on the law school admission test by requiring you to identify when an argument's conclusion does not logically follow from its premises due to a structural error. This skill is beneficial for law school applicants, as it prepares you for the analytical challenges you will face in your legal studies.